What's going on, family? I'm Scrapbook Boxing Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuff series. Alright, I was showing you the scrapbooks of 1942 and a part of 43. So I figured let me continue to show you some more articles in 43. Now we're looking at Jimmy Bivins. He defeats Watson Jones. Watson Jones would become the California light heavyweight champion. He would be dethroned by Jack Chase. Now the article reads, Los Angeles, April 7th. This is a 43. Jimmy Bivins, weighing 179 pounds of Cleveland, had won a 10-round decision over Watson Jones. Watson Jones weighed 172.5 pounds. He was from Los Angeles. And both fighters were black fighters. You can see what it says. It's self-explanatory of the way they felt about black fighters during that time. Now, Bivins' claimant to the light heavyweight championship outboxed the lighter opponent and scored often, although Jones landed the harder blows. Now, Jones broke his left hand, and it gives you a breakdown of exactly what happened. Now, the thing with Jimmy Bivins, I'm going to explain to you and actually show you. He became the duration champion, and I'll explain what that means in one moment. Now, I showed you this article yesterday. Bivins beats Lee Savoy in New York's Madison Square Garden battle. November 27th, 1942. It was November 26th of 42. That was when the article was actually written. Now, Jimmy Bivins of Cleveland, he was a sensational battler. He defeated Lee Savoy, Patterson heavyweight. And I think I read the weight to you yesterday. I did all this yesterday for you. He weighed 175.5 pounds, and Savoy weighed 195 pounds. Now, it breaks down round by round. I'm just going to show you the rounds, and you can just go back and pause it and read the rounds if you like. But I'm trying to make a point here with Jimmy Bivins, how he's so underrated. And he was actually jobbed so many times in fights. Now, I said to you that he had won the duration title. I'm going to show you that right now, what that actually was and what it actually means. Now let's continue to look at Jimmy Bivins' articles. Jimmy Bivins' award and Mariello fight. That was Tammy Mariello. He was from the Bronx, New York. It was the Mariello bout, March 12th, 1943. As you can see here, Clevelander defeats Bronx boxer over 10 rounds en route at Madison Square Garden. Jimmy Bivins of Cleveland had gained the decision over Tammy Mariello of the Bronx in their 10-round heavyweight bout at New York's Madison Square Garden last night. The appearance of Corporal Barney Ross had helped draw one of the largest crowds of the season at New York's Madison Square Garden, over 20,000 in the arena. For perhaps the first time in the history of Garden, the balcony seats were completely sold out. Now keep in mind, this was the time of the war. Bivins returned attack, but Bivins entered into the spirit of the affair and began jabbing effectively. He tilts Tammy's head back repeatedly. Great fighter was Jimmy Bivins. Great fighter was Jimmy Bivins. Now here we're looking at Jimmy Bivins beats Milo Patina in Ohio rings. 14,940 spectators. They watched the Cleveland Negro outfight the Army policeman. Cleveland, September 16th of 1943. Corporal Milo Patina wouldn't say no. He wouldn't say no today, but it's a safe guess. He would be convinced the armed life Bivins don't mix. Basically, Jimmy Bivins put the beating on Milo Patina. They didn't think that was going to happen, but it did. In front of 14,940 customers who contributed $52,650 to witness the scrimmage in Cleveland's Lakefront Stadium. Didn't see the same Patina. He was a southpaw, and Milo Patina would face Billy Conn. Billy Conn would defeat him, and Billy Conn would be the champion. So I just wanted to show you that article. Now here, I had mentioned to you about the duration title. Bivins retained duration title, completely outfighting Patina. Now what this was, once the war had came into play, Joe Louis's last title defense was against Buddy Bear. And until he had his next fight, it was actually 1946, his next title to fight, with Billy Conn, the title was not sanctioned. And so Jimmy Bivins would be what was called the duration champion until either Joe Louis would come back and defend his title or the war ended, whichever came first. But what got him that opportunity, he won the light heavyweight championship tournament when he defeated Anton Christopheridis. And that's what allowed him to become the duration champion. So Jimmy Bivins, again, is very underrated. A lot of people don't understand his career. I had the pleasure of meeting him several times. And I have nothing but great things to say about Jimmy Bivins. He was a hell of a fighter and a hell of a humanitarian. September 15th, 1943. Now, Bivins gets angry foe and gets KO'd. Cleveland, June 9th. Jimmy Bivins' left eye was closed today, but he had a firm gasp on his duration light heavyweight championship. June 8, 1943, Lloyd Marshall of California pursues to lift the crown from Cleveland Jimmy's head last night and took a full count in the 13th heat. Jimmy Bivins, outstanding fighter. Now, I'm taking a look at Anton Christopheridis and Jimmy Bivins. Jimmy Bivins is to your right. He's now to your, well, he's to your right now. Black fighter. And Anton Christopheridis. And this was the end of that tournament, and Bivins had won the duration title. But you can see the skill set of Jimmy Bivins. Now this footage that I'm showing you here, this is the only thing I can find. And this is just the way the footage is, so I'm giving you the best that I got right here, or what's available. Such a rare film that I wanted you to see this. So he's popping a jab. He's working on the inside with very fast combinations. You can see Jimmy Bivins always rotates his hands. Doesn't give you a steady target. And Anton Christopheridis was a light heavyweight champion. And he would lose his title to Gus Lesnovich. Gus Lesnovich froze out Fizzy Zivic, he froze out Ezra Charles, he froze out Archie Moore. Until Joey Maxim would defeat Gus Lesnovich, and then eventually Archie Moore would defeat Joey Maxim, and he would become the champion for 10 years. Jimmy Bivins and Ezra Charles never got that shot at light heavyweight championship stardom. Neither did Lloyd Marshall.
Doing boxing fans, this is Russ Hodges at ringside at St. Nick's Arena, New York. Last week in way out in California, tonight from dear old New York, and at St. Nick's for another great bout brought to you by the Brewers of Pabst Blue Ribbon. And tonight, Jimmy Bivins, fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio. And from Marwa, New Jersey, Doc Williams. And both of the main go contenders are in the ring right now, so let's switch up to Johnny Addy for the opening announcement. There's going to be some introductions of other fighters, too, before Johnny is ready to come up and tell us all about the main goal and the other fellows that are here. Comparatively warm night in New York. Here's Johnny.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eastside middleweight who will box here in the very near future, Al Hirsch. Al Hirsch. And here's the youngster from Philadelphia who has won his last 39 professional bouts, Frankie Sedano. Frankie Sedano. And here's some coming attractions on Friday night of this week at Madison Square Garden. A very good semifinal, heavyweight Charlie Marcus and Lalu Sabotin. And the main event of 10 rounds brings together undefeated Pittsburgh middleweight Bob Baker and his opponent who has won his last 11 starts, Clarence Henry of California. And there will be a show here on Monday evening featuring 3 8-round bouts, featherweight Pat Martune and Charlie McGarity leading in the main attraction. Ladies and gentlemen, ring officials have been assigned here by the New York State Athletic Commission. Judges are Americo Schiavone and Harold Bond. The timekeeper is George Bannon. Referee Bonnie Felix. This is the main event, 10 rounds. From Marwa, New Jersey, wearing white trunks, weighing 180 and a half, Charlie Doc Williams. Williams. His opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, wearing black trunks, weighing 184 and a quarter pounds, Jimmy Bivins. Bivins. Main event, 10 rounds, another contest to follow.
All right, Charlie, Jimmy.
Now for the referee's instruction.
When I tell you to break without me pulling you apart. I want a nice clean fight. Know all about the knockdown. If one of you should go down, the other goes to neutral corner. I'll start counting. And do not resume boxing until I tell you to do so. I'll give it a nice clean fight. Good luck to both of you. Shake hands. Come out boxing for balance.
1-year-old veteran heavyweight Jimmy Bivins puts his vast experience and knowledge against Doc Williams, 8 years his junior. That's Williams in the white trunks, Bivins in the black. And Bivins, who's always around that 185 mark, weighing 184 and a quarter. Williams at 180 and a half. Williams 6'3", and Bivins at standing 5'11". Round 1, schedule 10-rounder. Both boys can hit. You can notice the difference in their height there when they get very closely together. Williams towering over Bivins by about 4 inches, and he also has superior reach. And of course, Jimmy has been in there with all the great heavyweights. That's referee Barney Felix, the third man in the ring.
Now, both men are executing beautiful jabs and devastating body punches as they get their man either to the ropes or they're against the rope, in the case of Doc Williams. Jimmy Bivins keeps his eye on a target because Doc Williams is a taller man.
Around the country on TV and radio.
And that target is the body punch. And Jimmy Bivins backs up Doc Williams to the corner or to the ropes with the jab. As you can see here, Doc Williams now pins Jimmy Bivins up to the ropes, and he opens up with punches under the heart, on top of the head, and body punching. Short left hooks and straight right hands. Bivins has to get off the ropes, and he has to reestablish his respect and position in that ring. He is the veteran fighter in there with the most experience. Now, Barney Felix, who is the referee, is a veteran. Nice jab established by Charlie Doc Williams. He was a very underrated fighter, I should say. Oh, good jab by Jimmy Bivins.
already from the constant pumping of that left hand of Doc Williams. Two of those long overhand right
Tim with a spoon overhand right hands thrown by Jimmy Bivins.
Round one is almost over. And there's the bell for the end of round one. This year, Williams has won 4 of his 5 bouts. He won in 10 rounds from Odell Riley. He beat Chubby Wright twice, once by knockout. Leroy Palmer also lost on the KO route to Williams, and he was KO'd at Dale Hall May the 30th. Wonderful thing about Williams, he's a former polio victim who conquered the disease and made good in the ring. Tonight, several kids at the Sydenham Hospital are watching on TV because that is one.
Doc Williams has suffered from polio. And with that condition, they didn't have quite cure for that at that time. And look how well he's doing.
Brandon Rice would love you all if you'd all join in that march of time. Ready for round two.
Charlie Doc Williams has suffered from polio.
One of our regular Wednesday night affairs. This one from St. Louis Arena, New York.
Oh, beautiful jab Charlie Doc Williams is displaying tonight.
In the black trunks and
Jimmy Bivins wisely holds on. Now he stays low if he's going to be on the outside. He ups jabs and he tries to work his way in. But the long arms of Doc Williams
apparently attempting to hold Bivins off with that left hand, and apparently Jimmy was decided to
is giving Jimmy Bivins a little bit of an issue.
barreling right into it.
But Bivins is a veteran. Stays on top of his man the entire fight. As soon as he gets him to the ropes, he goes right to the body. Like a true veteran. He backs his man up with a jab. Catches punches coming in. As soon as he gets his man to the ropes, he attempts body punching. That's a sign of a veteran. Oh, good leaping left hook attempt by Jimmy Bivins as he bounces around Doc Williams. Doesn't give him a steady target. This is Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuff series. I wanted to show you a little bit of Jimmy Bivins. We took out some of the articles and we looked at them from 1943 scrapbook. And like I mentioned to you yesterday, that book that I just showed you today is 1,000 pages thick. Front and back is 2,000 of articles. And it's one of 500 books that I have with articles. And all these articles are basically in chronicle order as the fights took place. This collection is probably the only one in the entire world. So thanks again. Thanks for watching. Jimmy Bivins and Charlie Doc Williams. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Everywhere. This is Ted Husing, ready to bring you from the St. Nick's Arena in New York City another 10-round Pabst Blue Ribbon event, a great Wednesday night feature. Tonight's Blue Ribbon bout, matched by the International Boxing Club, a 10-round heavyweight battle between those two seasoned veterans, Archie Moore of St. Louis and Toledo, and Jimmy Bivins of Cleveland. As we look into the ring right now, you'll see quite a galaxy of champions and near champions. And Johnny Addy at this point is about ready to step to the center microphone.
Ladies and gentlemen, ring officials have been assigned here by the New York State Athletic Commission. Judges are Nick Gamboli and Jack O'Sullivan. Timekeeper, Fred Abatello. Referee, George Walsh. Main event, 10 rounds. From St. Louis, Missouri, wearing white trunks with black stripes, weighing 176 and a half, Archie Moore. His opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, wearing black trunks with white stripes, weighing 180.5, Jimmy Bivins. Bivins, main event, 10 rounds, final bout.
Now, both you boys understand the rules under the supervision of the New York State Athletic Commission. Now, I'm not in here to pull you apart. You're to break when I tell you. I don't want no deliberate holding. I want you to keep your punches up, your gloves closed, and thumbs in it all the time. And the event of a knockdown, I want you to go to a corner and stay there till I tell you to come out. Now, shake hands and give us a clean fight.
Archie Moore, the top contender for the light heavyweight crown, worn by Joey Maxim, considered by many the uncrowned champion, is meeting no stranger here tonight in the person of Jimmy Bivins, the erstwhile contender for the heavyweight title. Archie Moore in the white trunks, Jimmy Bivins in the black trunks. Round number 1 here at St. Nick's Arena in New York. This is the 5th time these two boys have fought. Archie Moore holds 3-1. 2 knockouts in a decision over Jimmy Bivins, who knocked out Archie Moore. Two minutes to go in round number 1.